Hi everyone, it's kilzhot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead and Random Things number 19. We've done 19 of these so far. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to have to go back and listen to some of the old ones and see all the random things that we talked about. So we got a pretty good slate of stuff in store today. Different topics we want to talk about. Some lists that we're going to compare. A few here and there. I'm going to talk about a brand new thing that we're working on. And you can see the topics right there. So thanks to everybody for tuning in. I remember we used to do this on Monday, so I'm trying to ramp myself up on a Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday, though, and I did have tacos. It's kind of like a ritual at this point. I see a few people jumping in. We're starting to get some old faces back in here, or I guess I wouldn't say old, but people I haven't seen in a little while, so thanks to the people that are starting to log in. I see a few people jumping in here. Just a couple things. I saw D. Mooney typed a little bit earlier. Walking Dead of the Day is still there. It just may not be every day. I'm trying to get just a lot of content out right now. Once it settles down a little bit, we got some things with sports. We've got some brand new gameplay that's going on. I was able to get in kind of a beta test in a different country. So that's going on. But yes, all these things are still in the works. They are still live. They are going to happen. The only thing we've sort of backed away from is the preacher reaction video. It was just there wasn't enough people watching it and commenting on it. So thanks to all of you guys for joining in. I just want to say what's up to everybody. A couple just announcements that we will make is, one, these videos are very, I love the word modular. We just kind of build them and change them and do those things. You are part of making this video, and that's what makes this channel so awesome, is I'm kind of leading the conversation a little bit, but all your comments, all your thoughts, I want to get those included. So if you type something in comments, more than likely I'm going to call on you, I'm going to read it, so you're really a part of making this video. If I don't get a chance to get your comment when the video goes live, 5 or 10 minutes afterwards, leave something in comments, because a lot of people will watch the playback of these as well. You know, there's probably a couple thousand people that watch the playbacks of these once they go live, so just a good opportunity for you to be included in that. Also, just some things that we do on our channel. We do gaming stuff Sunday mornings. We do spoiler chat, random things, one of the favorite that we do out there. And let's just get into it. So I'm going to start out. This is kind of a service announcement as well. As people, I wanted to kind of drag this on a little bit as people start to walk in, 40, 50, 60 people. I've set up some time ago a couple extra channels. So if you guys know, most of you guys are subscribed to the 99 Spoilers channel. So the gaming channel is the big thing where we make all the announcements and most people hang out. But a lot of times we'll take some of these videos and then reproduce those over on the spoiler channel. So I know there's a couple thousand people, maybe 15, 16, 1700, most of you in the spoilers, so it's a good chance. But we're getting into real heavy sports season where football, basketball is going to be coming up before long, baseball, college football. And last night we did one of the first streams we've done in a long time. We talked about Super Bowl predictions. Well, I guess AFC predictions. Tommy has done a lot of work over there, set up a 99 Sports Facebook page, just like the 99 Army page. Don't want to spread everybody too thin. Still want to keep everybody out there. But it would really mean a lot if you guys are sports fans. Check out the Facebook page. Get with Tommy. And also Tommy, Steph Richardson, and Kel, you can see Kel says smile, are all moderators on that channel. So last night we talked about AFC predictions. Tomorrow night, you guys want to join in on that, because we're going to talk about the fight. We're going to talk about Mayweather versus McGregor. There's going to be some predictions, some emotion in there, and I would just love it if you guys would, one, subscribe to that channel, number two, show Tommy, Steph, and also Kel some support as well too, because they're doing a lot of work, just like Emmy, Moody, and also Dark Angel are doing over here. Just a tremendous group. So I'm extremely lucky and humbled by all your interaction and all the participation. So that's a little bit of 99 Sports. If you guys can check that out, be involved in it, would really love it. Ruiner says, Kills, do you watch hockey? I'm not a super big hockey fan, but I will do this. Like I did the comics, I will follow more hockey if we can have topic conversations and we can pull in a group. So I'll definitely get more involved in that. So that's a little bit of the sports channel. I want to start out with random things and talk about that a little bit. So we're going to move into something where I can get you guys a little bit more involved. TV characters. So it seems like every time we do one of these random things or we get a list, it's always what's current in people's mind. Like, I'll give you an example. When you talk about greatest basketball players of all time, and that could be something we talk about on the sports channel, it used to be Michael Jordan, but before it was Wilt Chamberlain. Those were two that battled. And now you start to hear conversations like, because it's not fresh in people's minds. So a lot of people say LeBron, whereas before there was no debate it was going to be Michael Jordan. Well, favorite TV characters or best TV characters of all time, you see a lot of current characters I don't know that TV is necessarily better or higher rating as a percentage basis, but it's more fresh in people's minds. So for example, I'm going to call out a few of the top characters that are in various lists across the internet. And the number one character, see if you guys can actually, you know what? I won't start with number one. I'll hold it for you guys, and I'll name a couple of them. But here are a few of all time. Sawyer from Lost. Now that's not super recent. John Locke from Lost. Tyrion Lannister obviously is very current. JD from Scrubs. Michael Scott from The Office. Chuck Bartosky from Chuck. Ron Swanson from Park and Recreation. And see if you can guess, this is a consensus, who the internet for the most part thinks is the number one television character of all time. I'm just going to kind of leave it open. I think a few of you guys will get this. So Trey says Ned Stark. And Kel is right on point. Walter White. The internet thinks, and don't get me wrong, I know the popularity of Breaking Bad, but of all time, and what I had to do was I had to go back various generations and kind of compare it and say, well, what were the shows in the 80s and the 90s, early 2000s that we could compare against Walter White? So this is what I'm going to do. And there's Lindsay Luke. Lindsay Luke saying The Fonz. Indy Jones is saying Hawkeye. Steph Richardson saying Bart Simpson. I'm going to throw this out there as a comparison. I don't get too far off track. I think Daryl Dixon was created out of the image of Sawyer. Leave your thoughts and comments. I think Sawyer was the model they used when they came up with Daryl Dixon. I've not seen that in print, or I haven't seen anyone confirm that, but it just kind of hit me, right? Real, good point. Sonny Crockett from Miami Vice. I mean, great characters. I'm going to let a few people chime in and give their thoughts on Sawyer and Daryl Dixon real quick. Northside Queen, Sawyer is from Lost. After this video, just Google him. A few other people, JR, Dr. House, Kojak. Wow, a lot of people don't know Sawyer. I'm surprised by that. If you get a chance, just check like a little, 2 or 3 minute clip. His, his demeanor, his body language, his attitude, all of those things. All right, so we're going to say the gold standard at this point is, oh my God, really? Northside? I'm going to tell you what, Lost is anything but boring. It got a little bit bizarre toward the end, I will say that, but several seasons of really, really good, like, kind of keep you hanging and wondering what's going to happen next, and all the mysteries and all the clues. Great, great show. But okay, let's get back to favorite TV characters. So let's just give the internet what they say. And I know we've got, let's say Walter White is the gold standard, and we're comparing against Walter White. So I'm going to go back through a couple names here, and some of you have already mentioned a few of these names, and we'll talk about some of them from the 90s. So here's some of the top characters from the 90s. Peter Griffin, Family Guy. Chandler from Friends. Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. Kevin from Wonder Years. Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Tim from Home Improvement, and Kelly Bundy. Those were some of the top characters. If you see anybody that you would put against Walter White, then stop me. And then I'm going to go all the way back here to the 80s. So here's a few names from the 80s. Sam from Cheers. Diane from Cheers. Magnum P.I. Norm from Cheers. A lot of Cheers. Alex Keaton, Michael J. Fox from Family Ties. Rose from the Golden Girls. Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Playhouse, J.R. Ewing, Jim from Taxi, Hawkeye from MASH, and kilzhot's #1 character of all time. You know what? I'm gonna leave it open for you guys. If you can, let's see if anybody can get Dexter Morgan. See if you guys can guess my #1 character of all time. And I'll see if anybody else gets it. Kel's gonna get it. I think Kel's like, she's on to me. I think I've said it before. Fred Sanford, there's another one. Great. How about JJ from Good Times? Dynamite. Al Bundy. You know, Al Bundy's another one. Steve. If you take all the stuff, the Cosby Show, I hear you. It's hard to disassociate Bill Cosby with some of the other stuff that's going on, but... Oh, Kevin. Kevin said kilzhot from YouTube. No, that's not my favorite character, but thank you. James saying Tony Soprano. You guys got some... Raging Red Fox is saying Daryl Dixon. Believe it or not, Red Fox, I'm not anti-Daryl Dixon, but I'm not a fanboy of Daryl Dixon. Abraham, if you just went Walking Dead, Abraham would be up there. If you get a chance to go back and watch some of the clips, absolutely. Indy Jones hit it on that. David Addison from Moonlighting is one of the first TV shows that you could sort of watch a little bit where they would look out, address the crowd. I studied a lot of those. Some of those lines, they use some different Shakespearean quotes in some of the dialogue. But for an older show, check it out. Check out a few of his lines. Just the charisma, the personality is a character that just kind of hit home. That is it. So Kel, original MacGyver. I mean, there's so many out there. Kramer was up there. Once again, Kramer's another one of those at this point. It's hard to separate some of their personal issues that they've run into. But David Addison, great. I was a Sawyer fan on Lost as well. John Locke is another popular character from Lost. But very, very good stuff. So anyway, just want to get it out there for all of you guys. Are we just going to go with Walter White? Oh, Grim Reaper says Captain Kirk. Little William Shatner action. I could see that. What's up, Trev Heath? Grim Reaper, are you willing to say Captain Kirk is the greatest TV character of all time, though? I just want to know. Tommy, how about Michael Knight from Knight Rider? And the Kit, was it Kit 2000? Craze, kilzhot, who's your favorite 5-star character or top 3? Bruce, Abraham, and now Lester. There's my top 3 real quick. Captain Picard. And a song by the Refreshments. And your alias says your Captain Jean-Luc Picard, United Federation of Planets, because he won't speak English anyway. There you go. Look up the Refreshments. You'll know what I'm talking about. What is up, El Broom? It has been a while. I told you guys, people are coming out of the woodwork to get into these streams again. Welcome back. Welcome to all the people that are coming back into our streams. Sam from Quantum Leap. Great, great list. All right. We're going to debate this at length a little bit later on because I don't want to spend the whole video talking about it, but just want to kind of get those thoughts in your head and start thinking about some of the greatest characters of all time because that could be a topic one day on our top 9 list. All right, moving on. There is something crazy going on tomorrow, and it is a $700 million Powerball. We're not, I think in the most part, most people aren't going to reject $10 million, but there's just something about it when it's $700 million, right? When it's like awesome. It's the highest of all time now, I think. Is it? It's up there. So we're going to do a couple things. I'm gonna cheat here. We're going to do some lotto numbers. I'm going to see if anybody can get the lotto. Wouldn't it be great if we could like piece together? I'm gonna call in some random people, and I'm just going to get a lotto ticket based on those, because I'm going to get 6 numbers. But don't do that yet. First thing I want to ask you, and then I'll just have everybody type a number, and I'm going to pick 6 random people, and I'm going to play that number. And if I win $700 million, you guys have me on record. It'll, you know, we'll do a lot. We're going to do a lot to help pets. That I'll say. But yeah, everybody in the 99 Army, we'll throw $1 million over there. Hopefully you guys will do some good stuff with that. So see, you got me on record as that. That's what? It's $170 million. It's a contract. But it would have to be the numbers here, because obviously I'm doing my random numbers. So come on. All right. Anyway, that's the thing. See, that's the thing with Lotto. It's like when it gets to a certain point, we all start daydreaming about it a little bit. Oh my God, you guys are typing numbers already. Stop, stop, stop. Hit the brakes. Stop it. Everybody skipped ahead. There might be some 9s in there. All right, remember whatever number. Okay, chat is just blown up. Chat's going crazy. I should have known. Reel it in, everybody. All right, let's get back to it. So $700 million. Let's just not talk about my fantasies here. I want to know what you're going to do. And be completely honest. If you're afraid a loved one is going to hear me read your comment, then don't type it. You know, don't say, all right, you know what, I've been living with that woman for a long, long time, and she's driving me crazy, and now I got enough money to leave her. Come on, don't do that. But let me know what $700 million would do. That's what I want to know. And then we're going to get to the numbers. So Kevin is going to donate it to cancer research. All of it, Kevin? Because you're going to walk away with about $400 million. So you're not even keep a couple million just to, you know, put yourself up for a little bit? Ruiner is going to buy a crap load of different places. I'm assuming properties. Real is going to get screwed by the feds and the states. Yeah, you're going to pay some taxes, let me tell you. No doubt about it. I like Emmy's comments. I'd give a lot of it away. Emmy, how much is a lot? Yeah, you know, a lot. Is there a number on a lot? Well, yeah, just a lot. Come on, Emmy, put a dollar figure on it. Carol McFry would help my family and my 999 Army and donate to Kills. Let's see. Bring Walter White to The Walking Dead. You know what? You'd probably have enough money. You could pay off some of the AMC lawsuit. Salem Blue would build new baseball fields. I like that. Definitely putting some money back in the community. Northside, help me, my family, friends, and donate some money to autism research. Awesome. The Grim Reaper is like, cocaine and hookers. Okay, that's not his real. If you guys know Grim Reaper, that's not his real. He's just repeating. Buy the most expensive RV I could find. Help our veterans. Get out of debt. Buy a house. The best thing about being Canadian, when you win the lotto, it's all yours. All right, so I'm going to move to Canada. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. Steph Richardson, buy some land, save the wild horses, take care of animals and underprivileged kids. Awesome stuff. And I know, you know, a lot of it is in jest, but there is a lot that is serious. Kevin says, I would buy Killshot's account. Kevin, here's the thing. I wouldn't sell it to you. I have too much enjoyment, too much interaction with this 999 army. I don't think you could give me $400 million for the account. It'd be kind of like if somebody came up to me and said, I'm going to give you $400 million for Little Morris. I'm going to give you a big thumbs down and say no. I couldn't live with that $400 million. There'd be so many good things you could do with that. Nah, I can't sell out. I mean, I guess we could build the official 999 Gaming Skyrise building, and everyone could relocate and become a part of the internet operation, right? We'll go mainstream. All right. Yeah, I think that's the fun part of it. It's fun just to hang out and think about what could happen. That's true. Give it some thought, and you know what? Here's the thing. Somebody's going to win it, and let's just put it like this. Hopefully, it will change anybody that wins it, but let's hope whoever wins it, if it's not one of us, that they do good things with the money, and let's not be jealous of them. There's just always a lot of hate when somebody else does something well. I see it a lot. Like, a lot of times at a casino, if I go by and somebody wins, you see other people like they just kind of turn their nose up. Yeah, that person might have needed that money. So, yeah, feel good when other people have success. All right, we're moving on. Anyway, Powerball is tomorrow. Let's get to the second part of that. Now, I need, and I don't know who I'm going to pick. There's going to be a lot of numbers streaming up, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, as it streams up, I'm just going to pick one. I'm not even going to look. But then once I pick the number and I put my finger on the number, I'm going to say who it is. All right, so do it. You guys type one number from the Powerball, and this is going to be kilzhot's Powerball 999 Gaming Play. All right, so here we go. I got my eyes closed, and I'm going to pick the first person that I see. Craze says 11. All right, so 11 is a number. All right, I'm going to give it a second here. Let it scroll up a little bit. Second number I see is Emmy. Says number 9. Emmy and Craze. All right, Ann Hodge going number 6. 6, 11, 9 so far. Moody Girl coming in at lucky number 13. I see Moody in there. All right, I need 2 more numbers. Ashley Estrada is giving me number 29. So Ashley, 29. And the last number is going to be Northside, number 17. All right. It was totally random. All right, so I got 6, 9, 11, 13, 29, and 17. There it is. Those are the numbers. I'm going to play them. And then I'll let you guys know in the next live stream how those numbers did. Well, you guys can. You heard the numbers. Watch. Somebody else on this stream is going to go play them. Which is cool, because then we can just split it. Then we don't have to worry about it. Then you can help me fund all the 999 Army. We'll just do it together. We'll give everybody something, and then we'll go help a bunch of pets. And then we'll help some people, too. All right, cool. Moving on. I gave this a little bit of thought. Because I do have battles with people, and I have a cold heart right now with Negan, I got to tell you. I know it's a TV show. But I can't ever... I'm having a hard time getting over how he beat Glenn down. So what I just wanted to do is, we're doing a lot of fantasy role play, I guess, today. It sounds kind of, yeah, it doesn't sound right. Anyway, people are listening to this like, what are you doing? Why is my wife in your stream? Why is my husband in your stream? We're just imagining things, okay? We just went from the $700 million. I want you to think about if, and this has been brought up a few times, we're so passionate to Rick's group. Because that's what we've watched all season. Let's pretend none of that stuff ever happened. Or we didn't know all the stuff happened in Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. And we were just a person, and Negan took over our camp, and now we're a savior. What would it be like? And this is the question I have. I'm saying, I am Negan. If you didn't know all the other stuff that happened, could you be with Negan? Could you be a savior? And would you justify the actions of Negan? I think what I had the hardest time letting go of is he killed Abraham, and Abraham was my favorite, and I was okay with that because I thought, yeah, they killed a lot of his people. I'm okay with that. Somebody had to die. They had to make an example. But then the Glenn thing, after Daryl jumps in and he puts the bat in Rosita's face, and then he just beats Glenn, no mercy whatsoever. And I thought that was unfair. So if you didn't know all the other stuff, could you be a savior? So Carol McFry says, yeah, if I didn't know what was going on. Lynn says no. Diane says no, he rules with fear. Well, Diane, here's the thing that I would say is, yes, he does, but and I guess this made a little bit more sense as I was reading the comic. There's a lot of people that are already in fear. And I'm not saying what Negan does is right, but people live in fear of walking out to use the bathroom and getting eaten by a walker. Negan keeps them alive for a price. And I know some people say, okay, it's better to die than to go on living like that, and that might be the alternative. But if you're going to live as in a camp, not knowing where your food is going to come from, or you could live in a sanctuary, would you do it? Trey Abrams said, I would love having high-quality items. Tommy brings up a good point. He's taken some of the women. So that's in the mix as well, too. So, one, if you're a woman, so, some of the women are big Jeffrey Dean Morgan fans, so maybe that's a loaded question like, hey, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'd be one of his wives. But some of the others are like, nah, not in that type of environment. But then kind of the third thing is it really living? So Walani says, I don't think I could be a savior with Negan taking other people's wives and torturing them, saying I'm Negan. Kevin Popowich says, I just kill him, take over. And there's got to be a couple people who've thought about that. Lindsay says, Rick bit a guy's throat out and kills without thought. Negan kills without, there's really no difference. Good point. Yeah, and that's kind of, and I think the point, if the storyline began with Negan and not Rick, we still probably wouldn't totally support what Negan does, but could you tolerate it, I guess is my question. Sin Miller says, I would if I had no choice. So knowing Negan's backstory, yeah, definitely. Some people don't agree with Rick. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference. I mean, certainly there's more of a violent ruthlessness. I mean, for example, Dirty Davy. So give me an example of something that is equivalent to that. I'm gonna give you an example. So Rick and Aaron come back, and they were out looking for supplies for Negan, and Rapey Davy bullies Aaron. So that's one example. So give me an example from Rick's group that would be equivalent to that. I can give you something that's even worse. Shane shot Otis, right? And Shane was a part of Rick's group. Now, granted, it was toward the end. So if I give you an example of something a Savior does, then maybe you can give me an example of something that Rick's group has done. And I want you to think on the same terms and see if it is kind of apples for apples. And we'll just do 2 or 3 examples and see if you can. Shane was in Shane. Spencer was sneaky. Speedy Marie. What's up, Speedy? Thank you for that. Good example. Dwight's good side. What Carol's husband did in season 1. So there was some extreme, right? What Carol did. Didn't Carol, didn't Carol kill some people and burn some people in the prison? So if we were to go through and really talk about some of the things that Rick's group has done, it might be a little less bad compared to the Saviors than we think. Lizzie killing her sister? So absolutely. So, you know, and with every Sunday, the marathon, everything's going on, I think it's a little bit of that reminder, now that we know the Saviors are out there, that Rick's group is not, I'm not telling you not to, you know, go into season 8 like gung, you know, like yeah, you know, we want Rick's group to do well and win, because we're still going to be fans of that. I'm just saying that thinking like that has sort of helped me understand the Negan side of it a little bit more. Maybe not fully relate to it where I can be Negan, but understand that it's a very violent time. And you're right, I think Diane said it. Negan rules by fear, but that's what has been effective up to this point. Now they're running into their match. All right, moving on. Thanks for that. Appreciate the interaction there. Hate it and love it. So got a couple more topics that we want to go over. And I know, and one of the subscribers here is like Chip Clem fan. He gives me a hard time because he professes not to like cats, and he obviously knows my my undying love for my little kitten. So I wanted to bring up the transition, and I'll also reference Lindsay Luke, because Lindsay Luke hates Dwight with a passion, and I'm convinced one day she's going to change. She's going to see Dwight's good side. One of our subscribers. See what I just did there? That's one of the names of our subs here. She's going to see Dwight's good side, and she's going to transition. Oh, there you go. He's there. He's in the house. See, you talk about them, and they pop out of nowhere. I want you to think about something that you may, and you probably saw the thumbnail. I put Brussels sprouts up there. What's something that you didn't like that now you have an interest in? Maybe it's Tom Brady. You know, is there anybody here? I know Patriots fans are hardcore, right? Anybody maybe you didn't like an athlete, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, you know, they're really not that bad. Or you didn't like a team, or you didn't like a food, or you didn't like a character. So I want you to think about something that you used to not like, and you transitioned it into something that you now like and something that you appreciate. I'll tell you guys, I used to hate to cook. I love to eat out, just because it's convenient. And this is not an ad, but I will tell you, Blue Apron sort of opens your eyes to a couple things. When you cook a little bit more, it still can be a task, but cooking is something I used to hate, and now I kind of like it. It's okay. Carol McFry says Cam Newton. She used to not like Cam Newton. A lot of people didn't like Cam Newton when he was in college. I was on the fence with Cam Newton. I love him now. I think you know what he does in the community and as a role model. I think Cam Newton is great. I wasn't a big Cam Newton fan when he's at Auburn. Kelly isn't artichokes. Did not like artichokes, and now does. So Salem NASCAR. So you like Tony Stewart now, or you don't like Tony Stewart now? Yeah, I mean, we may add cooking with kilzhot at some point. It may be like channel number 6, channel number 7. So Easy Man, as a Knick fan, I hated Michael Jordan back in the days, but now I have all his sneakers. Woo, that's quite a collection, Easy Man. That's some easy money. Nice collector's items. Diane's like the opposite. She used to love to cook, and now she hates cooking. Lynn Myers says, guacamole, hated it, now I love it. Tommy went with asparagus, and now he loves it. I'm going to tell you guys, I might have mentioned this at one point. Why it's kind of so miraculous. Okay, I'll get to myself in a minute here. I'm going to read through a couple more comments. I'm not trying to hog the microphone. Hold on, hold on. All right, a few more people. Something that you hated or you disliked and now you like it. It's a little bit different perspective. Tommy, that's a good point too. I hated comics as well. There were a couple, like I collected a few and just would turn them. But when I started reading the Walking Dead comic and you guys sort of twisted my arm into that, I have a different appreciation for comics. I won't tell you how many times you, and I know there's some bloopers that are kind of mixed in with it, but I won't tell you how many times sometimes you read a comic and you get tongue-tied and it's like, oh crap, did I just say that? What? It catches you off guard sometimes. It's different when you're reading it for a lot of people too. But I do like it. I do like the comics. What's up, Michelle? Thanks for popping in. Car brands, another thing. Let's see. Craze did not like Abraham in the comics. Now likes Abraham. Blue cheese. And I'll never like blue cheese. Especially when I order buffalo wings and they assume that I want blue cheese. And I accidentally dip it in there and I'm caught off guard. Can't stand it. It's like, oh, I wanted ranch. Well, you should have asked for ranch. Yeah, I should have. I just can't believe people, the default is still blue cheese in some places. So just really quickly, and we'll move on to something else. And you guys know, I'm a big, I say it all the time, I'm a big animal supporter. Was very indifferent to animals for a long time. And in fact, I went and had an allergy test. I don't know if you ever had an allergy test. They take a bunch of needles and they dip it in something and they stick it on your arm, like your shoulder, and whatever swells up is what you're allergic to. So I'm not allergic to a lot of stuff. I don't have any food allergies or anything, but they dipped it and they poked me with a needle, and it was ragweed. So it swole up a little bit. It's like, okay, you know, people have like seasonal allergies, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, I'm not like a sniffler or anything along those lines, like coughing a lot. I know some people hits them. But then they did dog, and it swole up a little bit more. So then they dip the needle in this thing, and it's cat, and they do it, and my whole freaking arm swells up. Like, allergic to cats. So I avoided them like you would not believe. And if I'd friend's house or go somewhere and they had a cat, I always avoided animals. I have a kitten, and I am not allergic to anything. So I don't know how that happens. I get, you know, your body changes, I guess, at some point. But kind of miraculous that, you know, I was always allergic to cats, and I am not allergic to this one. So maybe I didn't hate it. I was just kind of, I avoided it, and then now, obviously, that changes. So, cool. Good stuff. All right, we're going to move on to a couple more things as we start to get into the end stretch of this stream. Yeah, I guess a blood test might have, you know, maybe they would have said, hey, you're not. But my arm swole up, so it was enough to sort of look at it like, what? Good call. Crazy. Like $700 million is your yearly budget for Road to Survival pack openings. No, but I've downgraded quite a bit on those. You know, when you're starting out a new line of videos, there is going to be an expense. And a lot of you guys really started this channel based on Walking Dead Road to Survival. So I'm not going to say I'm thankful of Scopely. Scopely should be thankful that I've done 1,000 videos supporting their game. But at the same time, I'm thankful that there's a platform, whether it's Empires and Allies, whether it's Walking Dead streams, whether it's Random Things streams, whether it's going to be 909 Sports, that we have a platform and a forum to get everybody together and just talk about things. And to do it in a way where we can block out a lot of the other noise that's going on and just get together and talk about things that are important to us. So another hypothetical. I just thought this was cool. I saw it somewhere and I was like, I got to ask the group this. If you had a personal mascot, and you know what? I'm going to take out no cats, no dogs. That's going to be what 90% of the people say. If you have a personal mascot and you can't pick a cat or a dog, what is that mascot going to be? You can think sports teams. You can think a mascot could be a pet, could be something else. What would your mascot be? And I'm just going to call on a few people and read their thoughts and their comments. Moody says a giant Lego man. Kevin goes with a jar of... Kevin, what kind of sauce? Can you be specific? Spaghetti sauce? I mean, what the hell kind of mascot is a giant jar of sauce? That might be the most random thing that's ever been on Random Things. Ann Hodge says a peacock. Why, the diversity of colors? James says an Asian monitor lizard. Dwight's good side would go with a penguin. AJ is a tiger. Craze, Shiva. Sin Miller would be a cheetah. Lynn, I'm going to go with a zombie fox. How about that? Lindsay, a giant chocolate bar. I'm going to say you love chocolate. Indy Jones would be a panda bear. I could see that. Carol's going with an elephant for the Crimson Tide. Sriracha sauce, okay. Grim Reaper would be a Captain Crunch. You know, the thing is, Kai, at least you're going to be perverted. You might want to spell it the right way. That's like you got he got blocked for his mascot being a sex toy that he misspelled. Unbelievable. That might be the worst fail of all time. Oh boy. You guys never learn. I mean, moderators are quick on the draw. Steph Richardson would definitely be a bottle of tequila. Any particular brand, Steph? A Sony USB. Okay. All right, we're going to wait for stream to catch up just a little bit more. 1800. Or a giant coffee mug. Okay, just a fun question. And now we're going to move into the home stretch. And in the home stretch, a lot of it is music related. I love music. I don't know. Music's just a big part of my life. Tommy is going to pick Tom Brady. Why does that not surprise me? It would be awesome if Tom Brady was your mascot. And sorry, there was a little bit of pause because I did read what you said. So this is breaking news. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in this stream because it could be something we talk about. So yes, that is correct. Those 909 sports fans will talk about it in 1 second. So the Celtics have gotten Kyrie Irving for Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and center, I don't know, maybe is it Ante Zizic, and Brooklyn's unprotected first-round pick. Wow, this is going to be a pretty interesting rivalry. I just want to say, Kyrie to the Celtics playing against LeBron, but with Isaiah. I like that. I like that for the Cavaliers. So, awesome stuff. We'll get to that a little bit later on. And Kel says Smile is going with the Gator. All right, just real quick. I mean, that's breaking news, so I had to just kind of put this in the stream. I know not everybody's a sports fan, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal. They're moving Kyrie. So, Isaiah Thomas, LeBron, Jay Crowder, Kevin Love. Looks pretty solid to me. I'll have to discuss who gets the best of that. All right, the last topic we're going to talk about in random things, and then we'll make a couple announcements, is Hate That Song. So I did a little bit of work on the side. Keep in mind, when I do random things, there is some research involved. You know, I can't just kind of pop on here. There's some things that are off the cuff that we can talk about and drum it up. But I got to go to the wonderful world of the internet and look up some of these songs that are the worst songs of all time. So, or that people hate. So here's just a couple songs, and I like some of these. So I'm not going to agree with all of them. Harlem Shake, I didn't like. That I'll tell you. You're Beautiful. My Humps, My Lovely Lady Lumps, Black Eyed Pea. Come on, that's a great song. I love that song. That was on a list of the 4th worst of all time. I don't agree with that. Crazy Frog, Gangnam Style. I like Gangnam Style too. And I'm not going to tell you the #1 worst song of all time because I didn't really listen to it, but then I listened to it again today. I was like, oh God, that is terrible. So I'm going to ask you guys, what song do you hate more than any other song in the world? It just irks you. You just can't stand it. There it is. Sorry, Salem Blue just hit it right on the head. Friday, Rebecca Black is the worst song on like almost every site. Yes, Kevin says Friday. Baby was up there as well, Justin Bieber, and Ludacris is probably like, why in the hell was I ever on that track? But yeah, Friday. So many people are kind of, yeah, they hate it. We're on Easy Street. Carol, Easy Street's not bad. You just got to add a little bit of pizzazz to it. And it feels so sweet. And the world is but a treat when you're on Easy Street. Is Michelle, sorry, I just butchered her name. Is Michelle Yang here? Michelle, I thought I saw you pop in. Are you still hanging around, just like lurking in the shadows? If so, chime in. Never gonna give you up. Never. Rick Astley, come on. Trump, you gotta like that. I like that too. I think it's great when you just kind of rickroll somebody. Kevin, yeah, you said it first. There were a whole lot of people said it's terrible. I listened to it today. Where's Michelle? There you, Michelle. So, if you guys know, and I don't know why are you not doing makeup anymore? You need to get back and do some Halloween makeup for everybody. So Michelle Yang does some makeup tutorials, but we did a bet a while back, and she actually sang Easy Street. So I don't know if Michelle, maybe when this video goes live, if you can link it, just so people have a reminder. I think she did an incredible job singing Easy Street, one of my personal favorites. So check it out. She did a really good job, and give her a little bit of love, give her a little bit of support. But you'll like that version of it. Anyway, there you go. There's a little shout out. I mean, we could have a sing off. Maybe I could do a version and Michelle could do a version, and we can kind of like have a vote. You down for that? You want some of this, Michelle? Bring it. Bring it. All right. Couple songs. Let me get through a few more. I'm giving her a hard time. But it was great. It was a great contest, and that song was just so annoying last year. What does the fox say? I actually have a little fox, and Morris likes it. You know, I push on his foot, and it's like, what does the fox say? You know, you guys know the song. I'm to sing it. But my cat likes it, so it can't be that bad. There's a couple more songs here. Blue by Eiffel 65. Come on, man. That's not a bad song. That is a great song. That made the list. Let It Go. Let It Go is one of those songs that you either love it or you hate it. I wouldn't put that as the most hated song of all. Not for me. Ice Ice Baby. Once again, they're hitting close to my heart here. I'm not going to say Ice Ice Baby is one of the most hated songs, at least not on my list. Probably hated by the Queen fans because he jacked their music. But there you go. I mean, you know, there's Kevin's giving it thumbs down. Kevin, come on, Kevin, my boy. What? Really? He doesn't like the fox? No. Darkest Shadow. Take on me, take on me. That is not. How do you hate that, Darkest Shadow? Number one. And where have you been? I've not seen you in like a month. Man pops in here after being AWOL for like a month and takes one of my personal songs and just drags it through the mud and says, I hate that song. Just took a piece of my heart. Isn't that a song by Janis Joplin? Just take a little piece of my heart. Yeah, there you go. Look, the mods are singing it. Moody Girl's singing it. And, oh, here we go. This is one of the worst of all time, too. And I'm going to tell you, I like this as well. The Gummy Bear song is one of the most hated songs of all time on people's list. But let me tell you this. That video has over 1 billion views and 1.6 million people like it. So if that many people like it and that many people watched it, it ain't one of the most hated. And preparing for this stream, I'm going to be honest, I watched the Gummy Bear song. I'm not telling you got to go over and give it more views, but it ain't that bad. It was pretty good, actually. Barbie Girl was on the list as well. Oh man, you know what? Yeah, Michelle is all about the K-pop stuff. I can't compete with that. Lynn sings the Gummy song every day. See, why is that? Mambo number 5 was on there. I don't even know all of them, but I don't know the lyrics, but I could just make up like a little bit of Angela in my life. Yeah, that is a great song. That can't be one of the most hated songs of all time. It makes you want to dance. That's like saying the Macarena. Well, wait. That's not the name of the song. That's the dance. What's the name of the song that people do the Macarena to? I'm pretty sure it has a different name. Unless I'm just completely losing it. I don't think I'm a K-pop hater. Maybe I just don't think I have the full appreciation of K-pop. How about that? Is it called the Macarena? I thought it had some extended name. Okay. And maybe I'm just way off. Okay, sorry. I thought it had some like weird, you know, like something something Macarena. All right, I'm wrong. You know what? I can admit when I'm wrong. I never did it. That I can tell you. Okay, okay. Wow, boy. Everybody's like, people have been lurking for a while. Man, you make a mistake behind a microphone, they don't lurk anymore. Attack mode. All right, everybody. One more announcement really, really quickly. I'm digressing here. Thanks to, I'm seeing more and more faces as we do the streams. Eventually in, that's a southern word, right? Instead of eventually, it's like eventually. It's like we make the E's the A's. But eventually, we're going to get all these people back in one room. It starts to happen around September every year. I know schedule conflicts, a couple other things. It's good to see some faces I haven't seen in a long time. As we started this video and talked about it, you know, random things, just a chance for us to get together and just talk about whatever. You guys really make the video, and I love calling on you and your comments and all of the above. If you guys are sports fans, you guys and girls, sorry, a little bit of slang there. If all of you are sports fans, or some of you are sports fans, get over to our sister channel or the other channel we do, 999 Sports. Jump in whenever you can. Like I said, the moderators over there are doing a really good job. Tommy's working on this Facebook page, just kind of like the 999 Army, so we got a couple different platforms to talk about things. We're going to have to talk about Kyrie going to the Celtics at some point, but tomorrow is going to be all about the fight. The fight is getting hyped up, and we want to get everybody together for that. I'd love for a couple thousand people from the gaming channel just to get over there and participate in it and just watch it sort of grow, because sports is something that we're very passionate about. Thank you for everything that you guys do. I know I say it a lot, but I don't say it enough. I appreciate everybody in this room, the interaction, the bonds, the friendships, all of the memes that are posted in 999 Army, and now a lot of the memes are going to be posted in the 999 Sports channel. Just a lot of good times. And Kai, a little bit ago, Moody, I know that was kind of an off-the-wall comment. Usually pretty disciplined in chat, so that was a little bit outside of his scope. So I'll check that out and give him a second chance to come in, so we'll take him off the ban list. But, just kind of get the word out there. Be respectful to other people. I mean, we're in a stream, and a lot of people don't want to read a bunch of tacky stuff. A joke's a joke, but every once in a while people take it a little bit too far. So, yeah, we don't want that. Thank you. Once again, check out 999 Sports channel. And at this point, I'm going to do what we do at the end of every video. We got a minute left, so I'm going to do a lot of shout-outs. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. It's never personal. I do miss some people sometimes. I think that I call their name out. But leave a comment when this video goes live. So just want to say, no worries. I'm just saying, for the most part, very interactive. So, maybe it's like his little brother, his cousin or something that jumped on there and just decided to type something stupid. Who knows? Anyway, Ann Hodge, thank you so much. Yes, Ann, there will be some Game of Thrones coming. Yeah, some. Also, I'm getting shout-outs. I'm liking this Walking Dead March to War game. It might not be everybody's forte, and if it's not, I get it. But the strategy and the building and those things are definitely in my backyard. It's not going to be that on-screen PvP that you see with Walking Dead Road to Survival. It is a different type of game. But once you get into it and play it a little bit, I think you guys might actually like it. It is definitely different, so... all right, thanks everybody. I want to say what's up to DDA Ohio. Thanks for being here. Lindsay Luke, double L in the house. Kevin Popowich, thank you for being here. Sin Miller, Emmy Desiree Bacon, thank you. AJ Jepson, Steph Richardson in the house. Indy Jones in the house. Carol McFry. Michelle is in the house. Thank you. And she's going to link that video. I'm telling you, she did a good job on Easy Street. I'm gonna be behind. I'm going to work on my Easy Street. Practice it now while you guys are... We're on Easy Street, and it feels so sweet. I don't know if I want to go like that or if I want to go a little bit more bass, like we're on Easy Street, and it feels so sweet, and the world is but a treat when you're on Easy Street. I'll practice. Thanks, Israel Mary. Appreciate you being here. Moody the Muddy Girl in the house. Deidre Perkins. Good night, Deidre. Thank you for being here. Jamie Taylor. E-Beach, what's up, E-Beach? Salem Blue, part of the 999 Army. Carol McFry, thank you, Carol. Appreciate everything that you do. Kelly, thank you, Kel. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for what you're doing on the 999 Sports channel. Get over there and check out Kel and Steph and Tommy and Emmy and Moody. They'll be on the streams as well too, so you can do both. Clem, what's up, Clem fan? Michelle, Kelly Golan's in here. What's up, Trump? Thank you for being here. James Gallegos, Lindsay Luke. I think I got you already. Lindsay did some other shout-outs, and I double shouted her out. It's okay. Diane Estes, Michelle M., thank you for being here. Philip J. Willis. Carl Grimes, what's up, Carl? I haven't seen you in a little while. One of my mods showing back up. Dwight's Good Side, thank you so much. Lynn the Zombie Fox with the Zombie Fox mascot. Northside Queen. Thank you, Northside. I wrote down my lotto numbers, too. I'm telling you, I'm going to hit all you guys up. When I win, it's going to be a 999 event. You guys pick the place. Emmy Cuervo Queen. Oh, I'm sorry. Emmy. I got Emmy Bacon. I gave Emmy's Steph Richardson's. Oh, man, I'm never going to hear the end of that. There's going to be a drinking contest probably between the two of them. Steph the Cuervo Queen Richardson. Oh, man, I just mixed two names. Boy, boy, boy. It's been a long week and it just started, right? That sounds like something I would say after when we do our lyrical texting on Saturday nights. All right, I'm hanging out for a few more minutes. I got a few more. I know there's some people I missed, so if I missed you, just retype it for me. I know I missed a few people. I'm bouncing all over the place. Speedy Marie, thank you. See you next time. I love the name Speedy. Every time I see Speedy, I think of, like, Oliver Queen's sister. I think of Arrow. What's up, Reaper? Reaper in the house. Also to MD Grim Reaper. Got a couple Reapers. Raging Red Fox. There you go. There's your shout out. I got you. I got you. All right. A few more winding down. Who'd I miss? Last call, everybody. Last call before we close this thing out. Okay. If I missed you, then we'll catch you next time. Thanks so much. I'm sure I missed some moderators and a few other people, but a lot of love to all you guys. Appreciate everything that you guys do. Might be another gaming video tonight, so stay tuned. We'll probably get a little bit more March to War, and I'm definitely going to get a revenge raid. Kevin, I got you in the beginning. You were one of the first people. Actually, Kevin was like the second or third person. Gene Atkins, thanks for being here, Gene. Rewind the stream, Kevin, like 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. Bradley. Hey, you know what? This is an encore performance. Bradley wants to know my favorite Ozzy Osbourne song. Bark at the Moon. Just popped in my head. Or do you want like Sabbath? You want like Iron Man? Dwight's Good Side. Wow, I missed so many people. Red Fox. You counted 18 times? Well, I got you on like the 12th, I think. I don't know. You know what, Red Fox? Maybe I'm just going off the rails on a crazy train. See what I did there? What's up, Craze? Oh, man, Darkest Shadow. Favorite Adam Ant song? Oh, there's so many good ones. Darkest Shadow. I guess he's an Adam Ant. Goody Two Shoes? Goody Two, Goody Two, Goody... you know what? I don't know if I have a favorite one. That's like asking me what the favorite Stray Cat song is. Stray cat strut, I'm stray cat. Shoes thrown at me by a mean old man. I get my dinner from a garbage can. Can you believe that was a song? Really? Those lyrics. Very moving. Harley Quinn. You know what? I'm just hanging around. Brendan, sorry. I put a D in your name. Sorry, Brendan. A Bradley, a Brennan, and a Harley. I see all of you, so thank you all. All right. I've answered the Adam Ant song, and I've also sang a line from Stray Cats. I think I'm done. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Talk to you all soon. Peace.